My name is Hannah Sim, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Mitten organization. Our organization focuses on recycling the flow of clothing by collecting clean and unused clothing from individuals and sending them to communities in need. We do this by hosting regular local clothing drives and donating the clothing to local community shelters and homeless organizations. We are an international community with chapters from all over the country and members from all over the world. We also have sustainability efforts as we try to keep clothing from ending up in landfills and as we repurpose the clothing by sending them to communities in need.
The moment I realized that clothing insecurity was a problem I could help solve was when I was at a clothing drive, and it struck me that while food insecurity often receives more attention, clothing insecurity is just as urgent, and it's deeply tied to dignity, confidence, and opportunity. And watching kids pick out winter coats or a pair of shoes and seeing the joy and relief on their faces made me recognize that this wasn't just about clothes. It was about giving them the ability to show up to school, work, or just go about their life without feeling ashamed or left out. And that realization made me determined to expand the Mitten and prove that young people could step up and fill gaps in their communities.
By founding this organization and carrying out the mission of this organization, it really re-emphasized to me the importance of a community. I used to think that a community is something that is a group of people that I am part of, but I soon after, through the efforts of this organization, realized that it is something more than that. A community is something where individuals and members try to help each other and try to bridge the gaps between them and the more underprivileged. And through connections and the help of other communities and organizations, it is able to amplify the effects of the effort and also create a more whole global community.
My advice for young people who would like to make a difference but feel that they don't have enough resources or experience would be to start small, but just start now. You don't need unlimited resources or experience to make an impact, but you need to care enough to act. For the Mitten, it started with one clothing drive, one partnership, and one group of friends who believed in the mission. Reach out to local organizations, schools, or shelters. They're often eager to help and will welcome you and welcome your energy. No act of service is too small. One donated sweater, 1 hour of volunteering, or one social media post raising awareness can really help someone and change their lives. So what matters most is persistence and heart.
Recognized as a daily point of light is about shining a spotlight on all the efforts and work of the Mitten organization. And what started out as a really small idea of sharing acts of kindness with others has grown into a big community of people. And this includes not only people that are part of our organization, but also every person that we met and every shelter that we called, every community that we reached out to. Every single person holds a part in our organization. Being recognized also encourages me to constantly try to grow the Mitten organization's impact and help to other people.